standing. So whilst they would like to win this, you feel like they might be looking towards the relegation scrap come the end of the year.
Well, we talked to head coach Sean White yesterday for Canada, and he's got big hopes for these young players. It's the most inexperienced side on the tour, and Thomas Isherwood gets us started. Adonis digs it out, slings it across the field. There is Roscoe Speckman. And setting the ball back is Williams. St. David's with a big carry. Now it's Speckman. Space in the midfield. Canadian defense stiffens. Hiddled outside. He's got Adonis. The cut back inside. Zane Davids bowls his way through a couple of Canadian defenders, and he's going to streak across the line for the first try. South Africa on top.
Well, he was the key man throughout that attack, and it's appropriate that he's the guy that gets the score. A nice one early. First real attack for South Africa. Coming back on the cut line. There was the drag from Adonis. And then how about the finish from Davis? The ball transfer, really smart, locates the fend right under Isherwood's chin. He's a great athlete, St. David's. He's a big, strong, powerful guy, but he's got good wheels too.
That frame, we've seen it now for years on the tour. Every time I see him, I can't believe he can carry that weight, that frame around the sevens pitch. He's one of the most lethal attackers because he's so hard to put down.
Yeah, he's a nuisance at the breakdown as well. Both attack and defense. Key man. It's always been the balance for this SA side. The Blitzbokker relied on having the quick, really feety back players and our real powerful boys up front.
So high into the sky, the kickoff after the first try from South Africa. They're up now 7-0. Canada with its first real chance as Mora finds support outside. Isherwood in to clean up.
Tucking out, release.
And a penalty against South Africa.
Sir, he's kicking the ball away. Man, if we do that, we're getting a card.
Thomas Isherwood, he's already on the chirps. He loves it.
He convinced him.
Powers of persuasion.
Playing the ball away.
Look at that.
35. 35. Don't leave the ball away immediately.
A very compelling case from one of the most identifiable players, the Mississippi mudflap flowing in the breeze for Thomas Isherwood, and he apparently might be a good lawyer someday.
Scrum? Scrum.
Yeah, so rarely do we encourage people to talk to the referee, but the thing is, you've got to be squeaky clean with that because there is an advantage getting the quick tap. So a bit of a learning moment for Kat Letabele. He's going to send 2 minutes in the bin. An advantage to Canada. Can they benefit from that? Only 2 defenders out in the back line for South Africa here.
So Canada with a 1-player advantage, and up quickly is Hiddled. Wow. Referee says obstruction, using a player as a shield, and so the chance from Canada. And
Jack
things
Carson
go from bad to worse. Yeah,
staying down here. It was the big shot from Hiddled. He reads it really well. Reads it, pushes through, shoulder in. Oh, boom.
Hey, what do you think about that call, Tom? Looked like maybe just used a player behind him.
I'm worried about Jack Carson. He's getting a fair bit of treatment down there.
Just his 11th appearance for Canada. And he looks uncomfortable.
We staying or we? What is your decision?
So I think this is where he's picked up the knock. You can see there Hiddeld's knee. Is that where he's got hurt? Or was it on the twist?
South Africa, your mark is
He's already got a bit of strapping on that knee. It's on his other leg. I don't know if it's where he lands there.
Yeah.
Either way, it's awkward, and he's making his way gingerly to the sideline.
You good to go?
Heavily strapped leg already, as you mentioned.
Come on.
Well, still 6-on-7. South African player in the sin bin, Letabele. Speckman trying to go around Isherwood. Now Hedlund. And a straight line coming from Ryan Oosthuizen. Another good line from Zane Davids. Makes it a meter. And now it's back to Hedlund, and Oosthuizen will go in for the second South Africa try. Down a man, doesn't stop him from scoring again.
Wow, how well managed was that? A man in the bin. Only 6 on the park, but you wouldn't know it. They punched a couple of times really nicely. Then Hedlund on the drag. Oosthuizen just changed direction, coming back in field, straightens. Great bit of footwork from the forward. I tell you what, when you score with a man in the bin, that's a real victory.
Textbook stuff from Hedlund, drags Cal Sager across the field and then just dumps it into the gap for Oosthuizen. 14-0 for South Africa.
I think we're going to play again.
Okay,
they're going
come on,
to
please.
they're going to get him back on as well. So it's the perfect scenario, really. Back to a full complement, and they got the score. Well played, Blitzbock out.
Come on now.
So from the midfield stripe, South Africa looking to start things off once again. 2 minutes and some change, plenty of time for Canada to answer back, but they've been the most anemic scoring team. Difficult tries.
On the wall.
And starting deep inside their own 22. Isherwood reverses field, finds Cal Sager.
On the wall.
And driving forward. Across the face of Morrow and knocked on by Persilier. And just the execution letting down the Canadians right now.
Yeah, they're actually creating an extra number. And it was well let go by Mora. It's kind of double miss pass in the end, I think. But Persilier just couldn't hold it. It was dipping on him.
Yeah.
Really tough. You just got to try and change your level, actually. A good one for any youngsters to practice. You want to try and change your level, really sink your hips and your knees, catch it low, because those passes aren't always going to come to the sweet spot. Another good attacking position here.
Time off. Time off.
What a combo in the back line. Hedlund, Adonis,
okay?
Speckman on the edge. Do not want a 1v1 against
Crouch.
him
Right?
in all that space.
And just add Cecil Africa out there, and you've had the old guard. Williams feeds it. And a big line coming from Adonis. Mora scoops up the trash, though. It's spilled by South Africa. Canada now on the hunt. Isherwood outside, ball knocked forward once again by Persilier. Pass just drifts in front of his hands.
Yeah, Persilier spilled one again, but it wasn't the best pass. I think Isherwood was trying to push him on and overs where he wasn't reading it, but 2 more bodies down.
Well, we already saw Jack Carson go down, and now looks like Mora. And there's been contact between the two.
And we're at that stage of the tournament now. Looks like an awkward one. I'm just not sure exactly what's happened there. It was the carry from Mora. No, it's just all awkward, isn't it? Anyway, somewhere along the line, they've hurt each other. Cody Anala is having his head looked at.
Did he say no?
Well, as we wait for a Canadian player to get some help there, you see the standings there. South Africa in 6th. Started the year in the one spot where Argentina has set up camp and refuses to leave.
Doctor, is okay?
Might get worse for South Africa after this tournament. And Canada taking up last place, and that's unlikely to change after today.
Yes?
Points on offer, 2 for 11th place, and just a single point for the loser of this match.
Mark here.
So everything good. Players,
Crouch. Come on.
well, looks like
Fine. Sit.
injured
Hold.
players for Canada going to stay on the field. Out wide is Mora.
Tackle. Sit back.
Big tackle. South Africa loves to pressure the ruck. Oosthuizen doubled up with Letebele. Trying to find some space outside. Cody Nanala. And now back to the wide side. There is Seger. And Mora. Tries to go blind side. Penalties, says the referee. And Mora goes quickly. Persilier probes the far touchline. Trying to find help. Liam Bowman, the debutant.
Thanks for all holding.
And once again, Canada turns the ball over. South Africa responds quickly. Hedlund got a player on the outside.
Another tackle.
Finds Adonis. Adonis bobbles the ball, gets swallowed up by
No.
Canadian defenders, but
Hands.
a penalty. Hands on the ground.
Can't play that one. There's already the ruck, beat him. So if there's already a collision over the ball, one attacker, one defender, that means it's a ruck, and then you can't play the ball with your hands like you did there.
Adonis back to Williams. South Africa looking to add to their lead. Hedlund. Williams can't find the handle, but it goes backwards. Offsides against Canada. South Africa.
What are you doing? Scrum?
Just
Scrum.
going to control here, aren't they?
Scrum
Back foot.
is the call from Justin Hedlund.
They really stamped themselves on this game. Canada had a little flourish. South Africa just shut that one down, turned the ball over, and then it's just penalty, penalty, penalty. Normally that is a sign of who has the momentum in the game. So they'll look to get another one here just before the break.
Crouch.
Williams is so sharp.
Williams.
Kadul shifting late to this short side underneath us.
Yeah, you wonder if there's going to be the one-on-one here on the short side. Instead, they go to the wide side. Sean Williams tries to get there by himself. And a knock-on from Adonis. And it'll remain a 2-try lead going into the halftime break. It is South Africa 14, Canada yet to score.
Formula One.
What a thrilling end to that Grand Prix.
Lights up Saudi Arabia.
Let's go! What a race! What a race!
Starts Friday, live Sky Sport.
We squeeze as much as we can into each day. And there's always more to do. But thankfully, there's our Chucks dish wand. Simply flip and fill, and the angled scourer reaches all the tricky bits. The Chucks dish wand. Now anyone can help out.
Who do you think you are?
I could be your worst nightmare.
Don't let shingles crash your party. Once you reach 50, your risk of shingles increases. 1 in 3 people will get shingles in their lifetime. Talk to your doctor about vaccination with Shingrix.
Split up? Split up.
We're clearing the decks with a massive store clear out at Mitre 10. Get an unmissable 15% off selected barbecues. Get an epic 25% off selected outdoor furniture, a whopping 50% off selected outdoor pots, or get a handy 25% off all chili bins, cooler bags and accessories. Plus loads more amazing deals. But hurry, once these deals are gone, they're gone. Only while stocks last. Available online and in store on now at Mitre 10.
And rocking here in LA. Are they Irish? What is that, Tom Mitchell?
I think those are elves from the
elves.
North Pole.
Sure. And then a couple of chickens have shown up as well.
They let anyone in here, Brian, including us two.
Right? Safety first.
There's a groove going around the ground now.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Yeah, he's feeling himself.
He's in training. He could be here for years to come. That is a training environment right there. Isherwood finds the ball on the kickoff. Canada with a chance. Ball goes backwards, so still playing with it. It's a good job from the kick. Ethan Hager. Oh, and a knock on by Cal Sager. Canada shoots itself in the foot. So frustrating for Coach White.
Yeah.
Moments like this after a brilliant piece of work from Tom Isherwood.
Green 9.
Yeah, it was that really flat kick, and he just plucked it out the air. And then
Black
just
24.
cuffed up by Sager on the edge.
24. Black.
Selvin Davids
scores down here, though.
Yeah, certainly not out of the contest yet. Selvin Davids.
Simon. Crouch.
Started on the bench. One of the most
Bind.
lethal
Sit.
of the South African lineup.
Hugasain.
Feeds the scrum. And now the wraparound pass, and Justin Hedlund finds Speckman. Speckman cuts through. Tracked down by Canada. There's Shilton van Vick. And then Davids. Speckman. The little hitch step. Hedlund. Oh, Zane Davids just gonna drag Ethan Hager with him for the last 5 meters. We talked about him before. He is a bulldog.
Yeah, he's hands on head. I thought he was just going to give us a flex, and he might well. That's the classic Speckman footwork we're used to, linking up with his teammate Hedlund, and it finds its way into the hands of the big man in the middle. And Zane Davids gets over again.
So powerful. Zane Davids. Well, don't feel too bad, Ethan Hager. We've seen that time and time again.
It was nicely put together as well. That's what South Africa look like when they're in their groove, moving the ball, using the footwork of some of the smaller guys out back, and then being able to punch up. That's the kind of blend that they're just searching for, and they've not been able to find that often in recent times.
It's just a bit out of rhythm.
Okay.
As we see
23.
Tristan Lates in now for South Africa. Substitutions come. And it would seem
you ready to go?
South Africa feels a little bit more comfortable with a 3-try advantage and 4:30 left on the clock.
Gotta say as well, they're a bit short of kickoff options at the moment in this squad. They got Visser, got a couple of guys who can get up with some hops. This time they go to Van Wyk down the middle.
Isherwood. He finds Noah Flesch. And then on the outside, there's Liam Bowman. Bowman Oh, it's a great try.
Vamos.
Right down
Try yes or no, please.
the alley for
Stand by, Pancho.
Yep.
Bowman, the debutant. First series for Bowman for Canada. What a performance. What do you think, Tom? Does he get it down?
Pancho,
It's a
have a
really
decision.
smart
You may
finish.
award the try.
Thank you.
Try tie Canada. Well played, Liam Bowman. There we go. First score on the sevens. And it's good pace. He looks really strong coming down the edge. Clean pair of heels. And I tell you what, I've seen Davids put a few guys out into touch there, but not this time. Liam Bowman with his score.
And that's what you want to see out of your young players too. No hesitation, pin the ears back, take a chance, and it pays off for Bowman.
And that's a moment that he'll never forget, and hopefully one that he can build future career on as well.
Well, Canada scores a try. If they score another try, it'll be
Say.
the first time this weekend that Canada has scored 2. David Britz skips through the defense, lays it back. Letabele, Speckman, little confusion. Impey Visser trying to figure out what's going on. Now Letabele.
You're pulling from him.
Selvin Davids lays it on the foot. There's Lates. Oh, and he recollects it. And gonna get over in the far corner. Again, that looks like the South Africa of old. A little chip kick, lays down a perfect grubber. Lates is on the chase. And another fiver for South Africa.
Well, Lates. Yeah, the kick comes through, you're right. So used to using that as a weapon, traditionally. Oh, does that count as a Megs? We'll call it. Good on you, Tristan Lates. The footwork, the pickup, and the get. That might seal the deal with only 2 minutes to play.
Oh, wow. And the conversion sails through. South Africa. Looks like they woke up on the right side of the bed this morning, Tom.
Yeah, it's not easy. It's been a long slog these couple of weeks for the boys. And they'll be desperate to rest up after this. One last push for these guys.
Davids puts it in play. It's a long kick. It goes to the try scorer, Bowman.
Keep going.
South African defense flares across the field. And now Hager.
Second out.
Ball out wide. Isherwood almost skips through the defense. Not rolling away from David Britz. And Isherwood. Isherwood's got green in front of him. Tracking across is Selvin Davids. It's a foot race. Isherwood. They're going to have a look at this one. Isherwood does well. So does Selvin Davids.
Stand by, Pancho.
It's off the quick tap, off the penalty. It's the same corner. Is he there? Yes, he is. Feet in the air, Isherwood.
That's great work. Great work. Isherwood.
Absolutely flowing down this near touchline. Shows the dummy, wasn't sure if he had the wheels, got the fend. Davids doing his best to get him out. Isherwood aware where that whitewash was. And a great finish.
Well, 2 tries for Canada. It's a good performance.
Great grip, the one-handed put down.
Yeah, love it.
Really smart.
Just a couple ticks left on the clock. Isherwood wants another. Hoisted up high, but it's going to drift into touch on the full. Be a free kick to South Africa, so they'll have another chance. Davids makes the call.
Let's go.
Taps. Heads left. Ball knocked forward. Canada with a chance. Persillier wants to get another one.
Stay back.
Bowman out to Isherwood. Isherwood trying to find space. Sager now out to Noah Flesh. Flesh can't find any room to move.
Stay back, stay back.
Kobe Faust, another debutant on the field for Canada.
Over the shoulder.
And a penalty for a high tackle.
Yeah.
There goes Faust. Flesh to the corner. There's Hager.
Tackle, release! Stay.
Digs it out, finds Isherwood. Isherwood looks for space. Good defense from South Africa. Two men in the corner. Here comes the drift defense of South Africa. And Hager thought he was off. Someone got a hold of his waistband.
Tackle, release!
Persillier can't finish. Noah Flesh. Can Noah Flesh? Yes, Noah Flesh can finish. So 3 tries for Canada. Well, it won't be enough, but it's a great way to finish for Sean White's troops.
Oh, it's good work keeping the ball alive. And here he was early in the piece, dishing it off Noah Flesh. And there's a couple of offloads. They so nearly got in. And in the end, set it close to the line. One more ruck was all it needed.